Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. His man was strong and tough, and I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
Fact check. I'll stand in for Daniel Dale. You didn't actually. You didn't have to say it. And you notice that, like, again, he has so many qualities that are very much like the most annoying 5-year-old boy you've ever met. He has to say, I'm not going to say it. I won't say it. You're only saying that because you're going to say it. And we all get that at this point. So, look, is this the worst moment at a Trump rally in the last 3 days? No. It's weird. Like, you're having one of your final rallies before your attempt to become president once again, and you're telling jokes about, I guess, ogling athletes in the shower and how their penises are big. It's just like, I guess his base likes it. I guess that's why he does it. I guess at this point, it's because he's probably told that joke 100 times at rallies that we haven't seen. And he knows that's what they want to hear. They did not come out here to hear Donald Trump express understanding or empathy for the struggles that they face, or understanding or even curiosity about how one might solve those.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
It's just Ave Maria and schlongs. That's all it really is at this point. Sharon, what do you think?
My daughter said to me the other day, Mom, the boys in the 6th grade are so immature. They're not that immature, okay? If you compare them to this guy, do people really want it? I think even like the Beavis and Butthead crowd are probably like, this is lame. Rather get a slice of pizza. It's just you're doing too much. You're doing the most. Stop, please. Does he need a fart machine? Is there, maybe there's one on hand. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't need it based on what we heard out of the New York courtroom. But anyway,
I'm like, at this point, hopefully we won't have much more of this. Hopefully, 2 weeks until the election, 3 weeks until the second coup. Hopefully the coup doesn't happen. And then I think we're good. There might be like a little bit of what's left of Donald Trump in 4 years that someone will like slump, against the podium to like utter like his last sounds before he passes. Maybe that'll happen. But I'm trying to predict where, like, if you found out that Trump rallies are now just, he brings his cultists up on stage and like throws food at them or something, like, would you be surprised at this point? Because the rest of the crowd would laugh. Like, if he were to literally pee on a fan at, like, is there anything he could do that would really break through at this point? I don't know. But that strange comment, which by the way, he has apparently been telling this story about Arnold Palmer for at least 6 years, as we'll get into. Super strange to do it once. Very strange to do it for 6 years. Anyway, his daughter, not a fan of this. Peggy Palmer said, I thought it was an unfortunate way to remember my dad. Appropriating my dad in this situation seems inappropriate. Still, she added, she's not spending a lot of time thinking about it or letting it get under her skin. My father was very modest. We've lost our sense of outrage in this country over just about everything, and I'm not sure that's okay. There are other things about my dad that would be better to focus on, like anything, literally anything. She said, my dad didn't like people who act like they're better than other people. He didn't like it when people were nasty and rude. He didn't like it when people were disrespectful to someone else. My dad had no patience for people who demean other people in public. He had no patience for people who were dishonest and cheat. My dad was disciplined. He wanted to be a good role model. He was appalled by Trump's lack of civility and what he began to see as Trump's lack of character. And look, again, we can't know for sure, but Donald Trump, who of course doesn't have any of these characteristics that he and the rest of the right like hold up as like things men need to have or do or be. None of them are any of that. But they love like pointing at someone who is and like thereby being in proximity to it. And I like when a family member can point out that no, this dude, like, yeah, you can laud him all you want. He had no interest in you. Again, that message will get through to like 1 in 100 of the right wingers that loved the schlong thing. But what do you think?
I think that that was a wonderful statement. And just a couple of things. Arnold Palmer was, of course, as his daughter pointed out, everything that Donald Trump wasn't. A winner, disciplined, classy. He was great. He reached out to others who didn't look like him. We still enjoy that beverage that is so great that's named after him. And then you have Donald Trump. The sad part, though, is, John, that his daughter, for making that classy statement where she doesn't even name him, but we know who she's talking about, will be attacked. I guarantee, I don't want that to happen. She's already going to be attacked for not even mentioning the name, but just saying, I wish you wouldn't talk about my dad's genitalia. He wouldn't prefer that.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. She, like, how many death threats has she already received? Because she stood up for her father. It's a sick movement. It's a sick movement.